So, yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Shagun Olo, and this is Objective Media. So, some of you have already seen this video I'm about to show again, but for the benefit of those who may have not seen it yet, I'm going to show again. It's the video of one of the projects we try to go doing at public schools, and this is Eva Adelaja public secondary school at Bariga in Lagos, and then we made the effort to get in shape. Do a sensitization for the students, especially those of them who are already menstruating, so that we can give them sanitary pads and talk to them about how to use all of those things. But the moment we got in, the principal of the school said it was not possible to do because there's a policy of the state restricting media from around public schools, any public school in Lagos State, and we're like, as in this age where everything records, even people use contact lenses these days to record events. So why would you say there's a policy restricting the use of camera around public school? I mean, in 2018, 2019, 21st century. Anyways, in case you haven't seen the video, this is the encounter. Just see it again. I know, but I just want to know what the government is afraid of. That's what I'm asking.
Sir, there are so many things that the media can turn around.
I'll play it one more time. So what happened is we got to the school. I don't want to show the faces of the persons we were engaging with because that's not the aim. The aim is to just demonstrate what happened and to let you know that Lagos State government is now restricting media, restricting anybody from carrying even your camera phone around public secondary schools or public school, any public school for that matter. And we're like, why? We got into that for political reasons, but at any rate, we didn't go there for political reasons. We went there to go and educate the students about menstrual hygiene, especially the female students. Those of them were already having their periods and all of that. So for you to now say you cannot even snap yourself talking to students and all of that means they say it's because media can't. So somebody came all the way from the Ministry of Education to see if they could, but all the same, waste of time. Let me just play the video again so that you understand the encounter.
I
know, but I just want to know what the government is afraid of. That's what I'm asking.
Sir, there are so many things that the media can turn around. So that was it. Now, that is as far as public secondary school in Lagos is concerned. That's the update. Media is restricted. In coming days, I'm still going to reveal to you how effort I made to start organizing inter-school debate competition among secondary schools in Lagos State also was botched because the Lagos State government has the policy against streaming of any event in secondary school. But if they were the ones that want to go and do something and use the students for politics, there will be no problem. But if it is something beneficial to them academically, you don't want to see media around public schools. Okay, fine, no problem. That's as far as secondary school in Lagos is concerned. But we decided to go to other schools, and then this time we went to Ogun State. And now in Ogun State, we went to a primary school this time because we were told that in fact some students or some pupils of primary school were already menstruating and that they are also endangered because some of them use any piece of clothes they find to clean up whenever they were, you understand, they were in their periods. So we decided, okay, let us take it to primary school also, and then we discovered that truly there are a number of female pupils already in primary schools who were already observing their period. So we decided, okay, let's start from there. And then the team, the organization that was in charge of this particular project is called Padman Africa. So we decided to, not only Padman, I've also started working with a few other organizations to follow them to see their projects and also plug in with them, do some things with them. So, but this particular one is Padman Africa. So, let me quickly relate with you uh, little of the experience at the primary school. This primary school is called, in fact, three primary schools combined into one. And I'll tell you a few things that I figured out, that I found out upon doing our visits to the school. The school is called Obafemi Owode Local Government Primary School, Makogi. Makogi is somewhere around Magboro. Aha. So another school from Arepo joined, another one from Ibafo joined. So we have three schools combined into one to shoot this project. So let me show you little of the experience I had while at the school.
Tell us what you will do if you become a just look at the environment and tell us what you will do first. Oh yeah, you. Let's start with you. Yes. What problems? Which problems do you like to solve? Boko Haram. How will you has it affected you? Okay, it has not yet affected you, but already see it as a threat. Abi? Okay, now tell us, why do you think it has to be so? And how do you think we can solve it?
Feel free. I have started menstruating. Raise my hand. The people who want to start.
And don't lie about it.
Alright, so that was it. I understand that we are having issue. Those of you watching from YouTube, are we live on YouTube? Because it seems I'm seeing errors there. Is there a problem on YouTube live? Well, if you're watching from YouTube and there's no problem, please kindly let me know. Brother C, you were trying to upload it the first time, but it was finding it difficult. Keep it up. If they want the kids to defend them on allegations of looting the kids' face. Okay. I thought you were responding to the live broadcast. Yes, we'll keep working on the schools. Don't worry about that. Okay. People are saying it's good. All right, cool. So let's continue. Now let me quickly give you this. That primary school, there is in that classroom. Let me try and see if I can show you. You would notice that there are two classrooms in each of these classes. At the back is a blackboard. At the front is also a blackboard. There are two classes sharing the same classroom, and as a result, you see there are two blackboards. So they divide the class into two. The same classroom. Some students are facing this board, and from the middle to the back they turn their chairs to face the back. Other students are also facing the back. So if you are facing this section of the wall, you are seeing your own blackboard. If you are facing the other part of the wall, you are seeing the other blackboard. So, and there are two teachers teaching at the same time in the same classroom. But for the sake of the program, we had it because it was a special event, like an organization is coming to teach them how to use sanitary pad and all of that. They decided to combine them and let all of them face the same board for that time. Those are issues, these are challenges. Well, in coming days, you shall be seeing uploads of other events, other programs that I have been keeping up with at secondary schools. I shall also be visiting schools to interview special students who are exceptional in their academic activities, and teachers too. So we want to start showcasing primary and secondary school students that are exceptional. We also want to start organizing competitions among students. in public secondary schools. So watch out for all of these activities courtesy of Objective Media, and we will be having a few other partners also that we might be working with in the course of maybe when we need something that another organization has, we can partner together. All right, so just watch out for all of this, and then ultimately you are going to be seeing most of the things we want to be teaching the students to ahead of, and with regards to civics, letting them engage with the political scenario in the country, so that they don't just sit down and believe that everything will just happen the way it will happen. No, they have to be involved, and we have to start teaching them to start doing that from now. So very soon you shall be seeing uploads beginning from tomorrow, the ones that we have already covered. I will not be uploading full, okay? I'll just upload tip for you to see, and then we'll start going to the schools to interview students, and then start organizing competitions among students of secondary schools. So I'm sorry there's not much to say today other than to let you know that there are restrictions in Lagos State public schools. So as a result, we are going to be moving for now to other neighboring schools and private schools in Lagos State. So we are not going to neglect or ignore Lagos State completely. While we are fighting against that obnoxious or repugnant policy restricting media around public institutions, we will continue to engage the private institutions, while we are also going to other states to engage public schools where there are no restrictions. So we will continue all these activities, and you are going to be seeing updates. So that is what I just want to let you know today. And then let me take a few comments, and let's see what we can do from it. I hope you people can see these comments so that it doesn't look like it's only me that is seeing the comments. Alright, so using one classroom for two different classes, this is ridiculous. The same thing I feel, right? Somebody's asking what happened to AIT. AIT is back on here, isn't it? I think AIT is already back on here. They are back, yeah. So they went to court, and the court ruled that it was illegal and it was out of place for the NBC to single-handedly be the complainant, be the counsel, and be the judge in their own case at the same time, to have pronounced a ban on AIT. So AIT is back on here, right? Larry is asking, how about churches? Well, what I don't know what you mean by churches. We said we want to start going to schools, okay? If you want to go to churches, what are we going to, maybe you should give us idea, what are we going to be doing in churches? They have their order of service, alright? And then I don't know if we want to plug civics. Yes, we can penetrate churches by giving them tracts and letting them know what and what and what. We can package a few civics documentaries and give them to be playing on their screen. And yes, maybe we want to start a church of our own, because not all churches want you to teach or want you to address their members to discuss, especially using their pulpits to discuss civics, because not all churches actually want their members to know about civics. What happened before you didn't come on air since? Why? I've been away. I've been engaged with so many things. I apologize that I've not been on air for quite a while now. I apologize. And then don't worry, I'm back on here, so we are going to be engaging more frequently now. Alright, it may not be as frequently as before, because I get busier these days, because I have to go, for meetings, I have to go attend programs, I have to do some paperwork, I have to go to schools, I have to do a whole lot. So these days I might not be as frequently on air, but you are going to be seeing uploads, or feedbacks of things I'm doing. So while I'm doing updates on the school project on one side, we'll continue our news interactions or news analysis also subsequently. So it's not going to be foreclosed on to say, oh, it's only schools. No, while we are engaging the younger ones who are also going to be coming on board on this channel, we are also going to continue discussing the political situation in the country at the same time. All right. Thank you for understanding, Mr. Ojaga Steven. Richard Scott is asking what he could support with anything. Seriously, we need finance, but I don't like to mention it. But the reality is that we are going to need finances. It's not easy to take crew out. It's not easy to take crew out, to take gadgets out, and then resources. It costs money to move from place to place, go from here to there, and all of those things. It's not cheap. Isaac says, Mr. Shegun, we need to take up this issue of banning the media and letting the public know the state of disrepair in this public school. Do you think taking it to court will be our best bet? I'm going to talk to a lawyer, but if you want to be part of it, it's fine. I'm going to talk to a lawyer. We need to, because I understand that in Lagos State, a whole lot of things are hidden. For instance, they don't want you to know about how much it costs to do this, how much it costs to do that. If not for budget the other time, you would not know that a website was being created for 50 something million naira. Alright, they approved that a website should be created for 50 something million naira. So Lagos State government has so much of secrecy around their activities, and I understand why they are trying to, because it's very expensive. I remember there was a time one comrade said that he used to fight Alawa Akala for awarding 1 kilometer of road for, I think, some millions of naira that he believed was too whopping. Alright, guess what he said later? He said he used to hold Akala responsible. He used to drag Akala to EFCC. But having seen what these Lagos guys are doing, how much they are awarding for each kilometer of road, he said if he sees Akala, he will apologize to Akala now. Do you understand that message? They're like saying, oh, this person used to award 1 meter of road for 15 million naira, and we know it is corruption because it should not be up to that amount. But that was Akala. You now see some folks in Lagos State awarding the same distance or stretch of road for over 10 times over what Akala that we were dragging to court was awarding. So he now says, okay, if I see Akala, I will apologize to him. This one's been a baby. So I understand why Lagos State is really serious about secrecy around their events and all of this. So Bodman says, Ogbeni Shegemi tells Shore that he go to the local level from Ondo State. He should contest for governorship election in Ondo 2023, win and seize the opportunity to deliver his ambition to Nigerians. Shore will hear you. Alright, you can also drop this message to him inbox on Facebook or Instagram. Alright, drop it for him. Ojaga said, do you know anything about the 211B PS recover from Abacha? Okay, 211 billion. Okay, let's say this. Don't forget that Abacha is President Muhammadu Buhari's mentor. Okay, it has gotten to a time in this country where the people we demonized or we criticized then, we will now begin to realize that they were actually even saints compared to the ones we have now. I'm not saying they are saints in the real sense of saints, but I'm saying compared to how these ones are actually robbing the country now. Those ones, Abacha was even a saint. Alright, so somebody was now trying to draw our attention. I read some comments on social media. Somebody was saying, don't forget that President Buhari was the minister of petroleum under Abacha, and that sorry, PTD, Petroleum Development, Petroleum Trust Fund, or PTF, and that suitcases were disappearing and all of that. Well, so many reactions on social media already. That is what people are saying. So that if Abacha is now President Muhammadu Buhari's mentor, and they are now coming back to say they discovered so amount in Abacha's loot, one country and the other. But this Abacha loot, when they finish, don't you think Abacha is even better? Because Abacha did not steal the money that, and we cannot recover them. At least he stole money that looks like it was saving them for us. Now the question we should be asking is, when they recover this money and they repatriated them to Nigeria, how are they benefiting the country at all. Who sees this money? Who knows where they go? We don't hear anything again. While we are repatriating billions of naira back to the country, we are still going to borrow more. So you want to wonder, what are we doing with the money we repatriated? What did it go into? What jobs did it create for people? What infrastructure did we use it to build? So Bodman is saying Mr. Shege Sowore could campaign the way he did during the last election. If he chooses to contest for governorship, my brother, for governorship in Ondo, I believe he will win. Okay, let's make this thing very clear. Okay, if you contest and you win election, and the commission that is conducting the election is also the same commission that is conducting the national election, so why not Kukuma just use your effort to Kukuma fight it nationally, since you know that the commission will do what they will have to do, and all of those agencies will also do the same thing. So to prosecute election in this country is not about whether you are doing a state or a country or a council unit or a senatorial district. Okay, what I believe is that the way she already did this campaign during the last election was energetic, but that method will not win election in Nigeria, even if it is just a local government council. Trust me, I believe. Trust me what I tell you. Shegun, I think by now we should start talking about how we can take it back 2023 in Sowore AEC. We stand Tedo's best says so. Alright, I hear you. You can start taking it back, no problem. I'll join you, because if the same circle of people that were talking to themselves in 2019 are still the same circle of people talking to themselves in 2023, you will not win election. So you have to start programs that will draw more people to you. You need more people. All right. So it is not intellectualism that wins election in this country. It is number. It is democracy. So you need more people. You have to win people to your side, and it takes a whole lot of work. So that is why it has to start from now. Okay. Money come to Nigeria, money enter thief and back. They are relooting the loot. Alright, that is why some people are even saying Abacha is actually even a saint. Uncommon Nigerians suggest the method that will work in terms of, is it the school project, is it 2023 election, is it Abacha loot? We have said many things. The specific place so that we can know what we are saying. Alright, well, I don't want the broadcast to be long, and the method these days, I don't want it to be long. Alright, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Somebody's already advised me, by the way, to go 2023 election. Okay, we'll talk about that in another broadcast, not tonight, so that people who are not opportune to join us live tonight will be able to see that the broadcast is not long and they are not discouraged to watch it. So I want to keep it short at this point. So thank you so much. We'll talk about other things subsequently. And then those of you that want to support the school project, this is my number on the screen. That's my number on the screen. Preferably do WhatsApp, but that's the number on the screen to reach me. We need support to do school projects. We have street projects too. I'll let you know about that one also much later. Street projects are there, but we believe that the message can be faster at schools, because those are places that are closed and you can easily meet people. They are always at school, either on the assembly ground or this or that. They are always there. So we want to do school. From school we want to do streets, and then we'll start penetrating other places like that. We need our youths back. Our youths are already lost and we need them back. Okay, you can imagine that primary school students at that school we went to in Ogun State are shouting Naira Marley. Okay, so and it's because projects like this are not getting to them. Alright, if secondary school students are shouting Naira Marley, and the projects that could help them focus, the government is restricting those projects from happening. For instance, the one at Eva Adelaja, the organizers had to cancel it because they believe that how could we just come and dump something in your school and we don't even know how it is shared. We have to record how they are taught to use these parts, because it is very important. We are teaching them menstrual hygiene. We have to record how it is happening and give feedback to sponsors. So if you say we cannot record, how do we let our sponsors have feedback? How do we even or convince others or other schools in future to allow us, do the same projects if they don't have documented or visual evidences that we actually do this kind of project. So that was how they cancelled, and they made those students to walk out of the hall and go back to their classrooms. So somehow we couldn't do the project. They cancelled it because they don't want media to go. So it's very funny. But so we'll get our school students back, instead of them just shouting, am I a Yahoo boy inside classroom. Alright, and projects that can help them focus, you are not allowing it in schools. It's funny. Alexander said no genius person will ever win any election in Nigeria, no matter how many people voted for them. Votes don't count in Nigeria. What win is how much you can bribe and rig. That is the prevailing mentality, but that mentality can change if you don't just jump on the game only 6 months to election, which is why whatever project has to happen has to start now. You don't wait until 6 months to election before you want to start changing people's orientations. No, it has to start from now. 4 years is a long time, even though it is still short, but you would have done a lot. Okay, so those that want to go to church, I will join. Those that want to go to school, I will join. Those that want to, we have to start capturing our youth because we need them. Alright, over 20 million Nigerian youths in their respective places, in churches, in schools, in mosques, playground, on the football pitch, at concerts, at the shrine. We have to start going there and letting the message get to them and capture all of them. So that way we'll sanitize this country and everything will get back. So we need to recover or restore our youths and get our country back. Solutions say and skill development. Yes, definitely. Skills development, skill acquisition programs are also going to be conducted. I have colleagues already who are already preparing how these ones will go. Okay, we'll organize, we'll bring you together. Even sports, we have sports projects too, and you are going to be seeing all of them. Okay, so those of you that want to be part of this, that's the number on the screen. We need funds. I don't like to say how much, and I don't like to say we need money, but the reality is that my own little resources cannot be enough. Guys' little resources that want to work together cannot be enough. So if you want to support in any way, if you have the dollars, if you have the pounds, if you have the millions, if you have the thousands or the hundreds, we will need all of this together, because I'm tired of analyzing bad stories every day. Okay, I'm tired. All of us need to get on the field and work. I've taken too long time tonight. I just said I want to say shout out on show and let people know that I'm back. Somehow I've taken too long on the show already. I hope my audio is clear using this thing, So alright, so good night people. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It's been a while, so what music do I do? Where's Larry Safari? Okay, let me read this last comment that just came in so that somebody doesn't accuse me of no. If you create a program that awards principals and schools, let the principals enjoy the media and publicity you give them, and by their own hands they will bring the students carrot and stick. Yeah, I agree with you. Gani Oshitu, I saw one short video clip from these primary schools, but was bad from the beginning to the end. What was bad about it? Which one? Was it the sanitary pad program, or was it a live video I was trying to do there? Okay, I think it was a live video I was trying to do at that school. I was using one device that didn't work, so I need to get another device. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Eunice say good job, Shagun. God continue to guide and protect you. I love your program from Canada. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Grace, yes, Gani Oshitu, I was using a device that didn't work for me. Yeah, thank you for understanding. Uncommon Nigerians says this is a serious ignorance epidemic militating against a good leader from being elected. It will take decades to resolve this issue. Let's all support the secondary school program. Yes, we have millions of students in secondary schools who are of voting age, but who either don't want to care, or either want to care but don't know how to go about it, or either know how to go about registering to vote but only know about APC and PDP. Okay, so they only know about the devils or the parties that ruined their country. So we need to start going to meet them where they are and engineering their minds towards the positive and the progressive. I know the agents of state are also watching this show, so no problems. We'll do what we have to do. Alright, so people, I'll give you Fela as I close. Should I do that? No, I'll give you Mididris, who is singing Morope Fela Kuni. Alright. So where's that song? Mididris.
Morope Fela Kuni, he still lives your black power, black power. He's still living, I say he still lives your Kalakuta vibes, we call. He still lives your African shrine, we call. He still lives your Shagunolu Doctrine. He still living, I say he still lives your
African 70 was the brand then. Olufela was the major treat back then. 1977 Zobia from the drop, yeah. It was a master hit, everybody no more, yeah. Africa Lucy, your studio was burnt up. You so many master tape, I still get you locked up. Copy for the head of state, it was a dope track, but they saw it back then.